Marriage is about love. Divorce is about money. Without the right guidance, critical mistakes can have lasting financial consequences. That is where I come in. My name is Gabriela Martinelli, founder at Ever After Wealth. As a certified divorce financial analyst, I provide my clients financial clarity, strategic divorce planning, and long-term stability. On this podcast, I am sharing what you need to know about getting through a divorce, protecting your legacy, growing your wealth and assets post-divorce, and figuring it out what you really want in this next stage of life. Let's get started. Welcome to the Divorce and Money podcast. My name is Gabriela Martinelli. I am a certified divorce financial analyst and the founder at Ever After Wealth. After working 15 years for divorce attorneys, I realized the finances of divorce was one of the most complex decisions that individuals were having to make during their life. And attorneys are experts in the law, but they are not experts in the finances. And I saw the struggle of the individuals making these decisions, seeing years of their work going down the drain, the fears, and they were overwhelmed. I decided to go into the financial world. I became a financial advisor and a wealth manager. I got all my licenses and I worked like that for a period of time. And I became a CDFA, Certified Divorce Financial Analyst, which means I'm an expert of the finances of divorce specifically, which allows me to work with individuals, making decisions, doing tracing, analyzing their income and their future finances, depending on the options that are presented to them by their attorneys or the spouses. The reason I created Ever After Wealth was because of the conflict that I saw in the financial world between a wealth manager or financial advisor like I was, and those like me giving specific and only divorce financial advice, just for this period of time, no into the future, no managing assets, no selling products. And I wanted to create that space for my clients so they can come, they can share their fears without being judged and understanding their options and also getting the education. A lot of people go through these decisions without even knowing what they're talking about, what their accounts are, what their rights are, or what the implications are going to be, especially when it comes to their taxes or any other implications that you actually will learn while you're going through this process. And I wanted to create that space for my clients. So I founded Ever After Wealth, and I have been helping individuals since then make the best decisions possible during this time. When you're going through a divorce, the financial decisions you're going to make are like no other financial decisions you're any time going to make in your life. Whether you keep a home or not, whether you separate a retirement account, whether you separate an investment account, or maybe a group of stock options or executive compensation from your spouse, all of those things that you're going to be separating, you have to follow certain rules. As a CDFA, I am trained to understand the consequences and how those assets can actually be divided so there's no negative consequences for you or your spouse at the other side of this process, which is very overwhelming. A certified divorce financial analyst is a trained professional in the finances of divorce. In my case, I am a full-on certified divorce financial analyst. I let go of all my licenses. I don't provide wealth management advice. I don't sell financial products. So when you're working with me, all you get is advice within this time and education. None of the options that I share with you or the advice that I give you are attached to anything that is going to come into your future, because I will help you just during this process. And also I have 15 years of working with attorneys, which gives me a different edge. I bring a lot of strategy to my clients because the legal world and the financial world are very different. But when you're going through this process, you have to mix the two. So you have the financial side and you have the legal side. And those two have to get together. And in order to create the best strategy for you, you can't do one without the other. You cannot do the financial strategy without the legal strategy, and vice versa. You cannot have a legal strategy without understanding your finances. So what I bring is the understanding of how the legal world is going to look at you, your case, and your finances, and how your attorney is going to think, because of my experience on the legal side, it gives me an edge. And it's kind of hard for those to understand, but I could not have that experience if I wouldn't have worked for attorneys for 15 years while I was in the midst of all the legal battles at the time. So it really gives me a different edge and strategy when I tell my clients what I would suggest they do or they don't, because I know it's going to help their attorney and their legal strategy at the end of the day, right? Because the law is what rules, but you had to be strategic about what you do. And because I have that legal background with me, it just brings a whole different view to my clients. So when looking for a CDFA for your case, what I would really look into is their work just CDFA work? Are they working just during this process with you, helping you understand your finances and make your decision? Or is this advisor actually also mentioning how they're going to manage your money? What products will be good for you to buy or not? Maybe life insurance or that kind of financial products, right? If someone is trying to give you that advice when you're going through the process, that would be a red flag. It is a red flag. It is unethical for a financial advisor to work as a CDFA while trying to get assets from that individual in order to manage them afterwards. In reality, is a conflict of ethics. If I'm advising a client and I'm saying, okay, you may be better off keeping this account or another account, it cannot be based on what I am going to manage or I could or could not manage afterwards. It has to be based on what is best for my client. So sometimes I have individuals that call me and they immediately tell me, oh, I talked to so-and-so and they're charging me less and giving me wealth management advice. Well, that is actually a conflict because they're not supposed to do that. When we work as a CDFA, all we do is Certified Divorce Financial Analyst work, if you will, because it's unethical to do anything else. So that would be a big red flag for me. If someone is looking for a CDFA, I will ask, is this all you do, or you're also a financial advisor? Are you also a financial planner? Are you also an insurance broker? If any of those answers are yes, I will ask how is that they work with their clients to make sure that you get the best possible service. Because the other problem is the timing. What I do is time consuming. We have to trace accounts. We do lifestyle analysis. We do pension evaluations. We review at least 5 years of tax returns. That is time consuming. So unless you have someone that it tells you, I'm going to be hands-on looking at all these documents for you, we're going to create the best reports for you and your attorney, and we're all going to work together creating a strategy. If you don't get that from your CDFA, that is not the best option for you because you deserve to have someone that is hands-on, full-on, working on divorce financial planning, which is what you need right now. You don't need wealth management advice. You don't need insurance products. Actually, you should not be looking into insurance products going through this process. You need someone that helps you right now understand your options, dividing your marital estate, identifying your marital estate, and working from here into the future, but not today. That's how I would look for a CDFA to know that that's the right person for you. One of the most common questions I'm asked is about the cost, right? Like, what is why is the cost sometimes so high for the services that I provide? And a lot of people say, oh, I can't afford that. Well, my answer to that always is you cannot afford not to hire me because I promise you, I am going to be looking at things that nobody had mentioned to you. More likely your attorney has mentioned those things to you. And those things are going to be very important for you into your future when you're making these decisions. When I talk about my fees or my costs, this is an investment. And I promise you the return on this investment is higher than you can even imagine because it's not just that we're going to find the money, we're going to make sure that the money is divided the best possible way for you. And we're also going to put a strategy there that is going to get you in a much better position. So make the investment because you deserve it. One of the main reasons why I started this podcast is because I am a fan of the education. So I don't come working with my clients just to, let me look at the documents. Here is my report. You can go back to your attorney. This is what you can decide. No, education is the biggest part. So I work with very high net worth clients. I work with doctors. I work with business owners. Those people are very smart. They have a lot of experience. They understand numbers to a certain extent. But I do provide a lot of education when it comes to the divorce because, like I said, every single decision you're going to make is going to affect the rest of your life. If you have a business, it's going to affect your business one way or another. If you have a medical practice, it will. It will affect your profession and your life, no matter where you are. So I want you to not just have the information. I want you to have the education So you're making decisions with everything you need to make the best decisions for you at this time. And also because I'm going to be bringing other professionals that can help you afterwards, right? Life doesn't end when you're going through a divorce. It actually continues. So while we're making the best decisions now, I want you to hear from professionals that can help you after, especially financial advisors. See, I will not be able to help you with the management of your money, but I will bring on advisors that can help you how they strategize going forward, depending on what are we getting as part of a settlement or maybe a court order in your case. Well, then you need to decide how you're going to strategize after. So we strategize during, and I will bring the professionals to help you after. I want to bring as much as I can to the individuals because divorce is hard, is overwhelming, and you cannot have too much information. I will also bring guests that actually are going through the process right now. I'm going to bring some former clients that can explain to you how they work with me and how that helped them. I'm going to bring individuals that went through this process without me. I think it's important for you to know the difference, that how everything changes when you actually bring the CDFA and when you don't bring the CDFA to your process. So I'm going to bring those individuals because what you're going through today, there's a lot of people are going through it. There's a lot of people that went through it, myself included. I went through a divorce a very long time ago, and there's people that may be going through a divorce in the future. And the most information you can get, and the more that you understand that you're not alone, and that everyone that's going through the process have the same feelings. The underlying issues are a little different probably for everybody, but the feelings are the same. The overwhelm, the fear, the lack of information, the feeling that you don't know what to do and you feel paralyzed. We all feel that when we're going through divorce. So I want you to hear from those individuals too, so you know that there's a community out there and you're not alone in that sense. And the help is out there, the support is there. And that's why I really want to bring people that didn't work with me, because I also feel like it's important for you to know why you should bring a team to work during this process and not just your attorney. It's important that you bring the whole team. You have divorce coaches, you have the CDFAs, you may have therapists. Everybody is going to help you, and you need everybody. So I want you to hear from everyone. Thank you for tuning in. We are going to be releasing episodes every other Tuesday. Please subscribe through Apple, Spotify, or YouTube so you can get a notification when we release a new episode. And please remember, there is help out there. There is support. You don't have to do this alone, and you're not the only one going through this. But having the right help and the specific professionals is key to protect your future. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. If you're going through a separation or divorce, please contact me through my website at everafterwealth.com. I would love to be a resource and partner as you navigate this season and prepare for your financial future. I'll see you in the next episode.